Alright, everyone, we are back with the next episode of the Raiders Rambles. I am Jolt, chief host of the show, and joining me, as always, is none other than my co host, Avira.
Woo! Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastical day, and I'm looking forward to a great show. Right
Well,
on.
we got this. We're going to deliver, as we always do, through through all times, tough and good, slow and fast. Yeah. Hopefully you're feeling a bit better, Avira. Yeah. I didn't know what was
Yeah,
going on,
sorry
but
guys
you
about
were
last
crook.
week.
Yeah, you were crook with
Yeah,
something last week.
I was a bit under the weather, couldn't make it. Sorry, but nah, I'm all good. Gung ho.
That's it. You know it.
Yeah.
All right. And as always, joining us for our show is my interim host, Noble.
Yay, we got rain today.
You know what's that
Alright, I'm
saying?
done
You
with
can
stupid.
always thank me for rain because it usually always starts up in mainland Australia and goes down to right to the turd where it flushes it all out.
Yeah.
I don't know. An attempt was made at using toilet humor.
Classic.
Well, I do call this state the turd state simply because it looks like it's falling out of someone's ass if Australia was bending over. Anyway.
I mean, say what you want about the locations, but either way, yeah. It hasn't been great because this I don't know why, but this is a year where it's just like the rain. We like get massive rain dumps, all across Australia this whole year. That's just how it feels like for me. But what
Oh,
about
yeah,
you?
the 1 in 100 years, 1 in 500 year floods.
Yeah,
Oof.
and it friggin' happened twice, 3 times this year in my state alone.
Yeah, we've been getting it down here in the north a fair bit. I've been lucky so far in avoiding most of it, but the property I'm on's on sort of a bit of a hill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
I mean, I've just been very lucky that I've not been affected too much by it too. So
Yeah, Jolt, I remember seeing some of the pictures of like the crazy floods in Australia. My goodness, thankfully you're okay, because it was
yeah,
looking pretty crazy.
yeah. I mean, this is what happens when you build on floodplains, and your drainage can only do so much. Then again, nobody ever expects massive rain dumps. Can never fully prepare for them.
It's like no one expects when you walk into a store to get shot, but, well, shit happens.
Oh, okay, Forrest Gump. Shit happens.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, that's true though. Yeah,
Right. First off, I want to start with something that we've missed from last week. Avira, if you'd like to go through these proceedings. Robbie Coltrane, Hagrid actor and Harry Potter franchise, dies at 72.
yes. So, Robbie Coltrane, he played Hagrid, or Ruby's Hagrid. And the last time he was ever seen on camera was actually, I believe it was at the 20th anniversary of Harry Potter. Yeah, I think it was the 20th anniversary movies he was there. But he's been battling health problems for the last couple of years. Now he's overweight, whatever. Unfortunately, about a week or so ago, he passed away at his home. And he was 72 years old. So, very interesting character. Very, very good guy, from what I can tell. I mean, he always had kind of like that Rubius Hagrid sort of wholesomeness to him. Like he'd always make people laugh on set. At least from what I know. Let's just read the article here.
It's like,
So have,
and he was kind of known again. Like he was known
yeah,
for saying that famous line, "You're a wizard, Harry."
you're a wizard, Harry. I'm a what? You're a fucking wizard. Oh yeah, that was funny. Anyways, so Coltrane featured in every Harry Potter movie from Sorcerer's Stone in 2001. Wow. Okay, yeah. So it was 20 years. To Deathly Hallows Part 2 in 2011, and was much beloved for bringing a character from J.K. Rowling's book series to life. He was among one of the first characters to appear on screen. That's true. It was him,
Yeah, and,
Rubius, Hagrid, McGonagall, and Dumbledore, and of course, Baby Harry. That were the first characters you
yeah,
ever saw.
and there's more to it too. Like he had quite a lucrative, film career as well. Like if he was in like some
He did
Bond film.
indeed. Yes, the Scottish actor, comedian, and writer has also appeared in 2 James Bond films, 1995's GoldenEye and 1999's The World Is Not Enough, as the Russian mafia man Valentin Dmitrovich Zhukovsky. One of his first major appearances was on the British sketch comedy series Alfresco in 1983. He co-starred with other soon-to-be greats like Hugh Laurie, Emma Thompson, and Stephen Fry. A few years later, he reunited with Thompson on the 1987 BBC Scotland drama Tutti Frutti. Wow.
And yeah, it's a long, well drawn.
It's a long way. He's been around for a while.
Yeah.
My goodness.
But now, like, it's really nothing really ever lasts forever, and it's and like you said, like the last time we've ever really seen him on film was the 20th anniversary of the Return to Hogwarts.
Yep, that was it. I got confused with the 30th anniversary because that was Spyro's anniversary that just happened a couple days ago. But yeah, wow.
I mean, I know. Like, I can say what I want about it. Granted, I have no love for the Harry Potter series as a whole, and I find it overused by a lot of like cultural critics.
Mm-hmm.
But that you really do have to respect someone's role in the films for bringing characters to life.
I mean, I haven't read all of the Harry Potter books. I think I read 4 of them. I read the first 3, not the 4th one. The 5th, and I think the 7th. No, the 6th. Okay, that's 5. Whatever. But here's the crazy thing about what happened. As soon as this, incredible actor and this man passed away, you saw the vitriol on Twitter. People said, "Good riddance to you," because he didn't want to call out J.K. Rowling or whatever. They were calling him a transphobe, like shitting on him because he died. They're like, "Good, we don't want you in this world." Have you seen that crap? The backlash on Twitter because of this dude?
No,
celebrating his death?
I isolated out of it, but at the same time, because people dislike J.K. Rowling as of late because of what she believes in.
Exactly. Yeah. J.K. Rowling is more of a, I guess you can say, conservative-ish kind of. She's pretty base. She has her own opinions. That's fine, and she's a very talented author. But the fact that this man died and he happened to play a part in her show, these radical activists are actually celebrating his death, which is insane to me. I'm sure you guys listening have probably seen this on Twitter. You probably fucking have. Sorry for the slur there, but oof. It's crazy.
Yeah, honestly, it's not. It's just one of those things that you just, why do you complain about it? Right. Anyway,
unfortunately, it's one of those things I'd like to see stop. The downside is you'd have to go around to all those people who make those comments and literally break a leg on them, and then kick them in the face just to say, "Look, no one's going to come to help you, so suffer as you are. Otherwise, they're never going to learn." And unfortunately, that kind of violence is unacceptable. So all you have to do is sit back and wait for something stupid to happen to them, and then to realize that, oh, this is what it feels like.
Well, I'm just trying to circle back to thinking about how, here's a very well-established actor, comedian, writer. He's been in the business for decades. And he plays this very iconic character on this culturally impactful series, Harry Potter. But he was chastised and attacked. Not now. No, I'm saying not during his time when he was alive. No, as soon as he died, people were saying, good. Because he didn't call out J.K. Rowling for her personal beliefs. How in the I'm sorry. How is that his
That's
job to
it's
do
not.
as an
Vera,
actor? Like he's playing a character. Like does he actually align with any opinion? He's got his own ideas, but they're just attacking him like crazy right now. It's
Vera,
nuts.
I hate to say it, but things like this, the bar's been lowered to a point where this is not only considered to be um, something
Normal.
fun to do, but it's accepted behavior by the community in general.
You're
I mean,
right.
unlike
Yeah,
It's
general.
just
it's
it's
become
so
normal. It has. They're
It's
like,
time
oh
for
well,
somebody
it's
to
good
stop.
for that. You know, yeah. I can only imagine what's gonna happen with like future actors, like when they pass away, and they're like,
like
well,
it's
you
that's
didn't call
not,
out white supremacy in this film you
not
did back
now.
in '73, like all that stupid crap.
Yeah,
They're probably
now
gonna
that's
do
not
that.
so much a problem for the actors. It's just so much that when people just want to whinge and complain about every little
Yeah.
perceived
Well,
injustice, then that's
at
that
at
issue.
the
So
end of the day, I
yeah,
think that Mr. Coltrane. Sorry, I keep messing up his name. I think he did a very good job portraying the character of Hagrid. I don't know his political beliefs. I don't care. He did a good
yeah,
job, and
I don't care.
it's a good movie, and I like it. So,
That really is all
rest
we
in
should be.
peace. His family condolences.
Hmm.
That's all I can really say about that.
Yeah, but now that I really think about this some more, this whole thing is actually a perfect segue to what's coming up right next on the table. Now, I'm sure you've heard of a new TV series, a new film by Netflix that's been making the rounds as of late. That's just come out, and it's called The School for Good and Evil. Like, I mean, it just if you're like me and anyone else, like it's just popped up on your social feeds, and you're like, "What's this?" And maybe maybe it's just some people have been posting pictures of werewolves in the film that's
Well,
kind
it's
of
definitely been
got
making the rounds, and when anything comes to werewolves, of course, that's furry bait right there. So,
yeah. Just to
of
give you a
course,
bit
we've
of
seen it.
background, what is the School for Good and Evil? Well, it's a the school. I mean, I say it's perfect segue because some people have accused the School for Good and Evil as being a kind of Harry Potter knockoff.
Well, it says right here
Some
in the article in 2013, author Soman
someone Chinani
Chainini released the first book in first
is
book, the first
revisionist
book
fairy tale
in his revisionist fairy tale fantasy, the School for Good and Evil, sharing both elements of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter. Yeah, of course, and the musical Wicked. Okay, so it's about
Yeah,
witches and wizards, basically.
and again, this book series, this School for Good and Evil, is of course based on a book series by Soman Chainani, and now it's gotten the Netflix big screen treatment. So
Oh,
yeah,
Netflix.
yeah,
I
and
hope they
so
don't
what?
mess it up.
Yeah, and so
I
I
really
don't know.
hope they don't.
It may be wishful thinking, but of course, like in the series, there's 6 books, so I'm not sure if this is going to be like a multifaceted thing, or they're covering one book per film, or if what have you, or
If
if it's just an
they did
adaptation.
like one movie per book, I mean, that's what Harry Potter did, and that was pretty successful.
Right,
So it
right,
might work out.
could be. And so we get to the whole crux of what drew us in, and you guessed it, it was the wolves.
Yeah, of course it was. Look at that. Oh, look at that boy.
Look at
Oh,
him.
hell yeah.
Look at him rocking that armor, man.
That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, and he's got like that digigrade looking type of posture. Oh, I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
I wonder how much they went to E621 for these.
Oh, and guys, by the way, this is not CGI. That is a costume.
Mm-hmm.
And holy crap, I want that costume. Like, look at how
Yeah,
cool
it's
that is.
either,
Oh, what the heck?
that or it's like practical effects.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Like, I wonder if they hired a fursuit or fursuit maker to make that.
Could be.
They could have just
Probably
gone on
not.
Etsy.
Oh man, look at that shit! Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Okay, I don't know what that alien bald guy is all about, but
This is
the
apparently
wolves
they are
though.
apparently in the guards for the school of evil.
Okay, so that's CGI. The way that the mouth moves when he's talking, that's CGI. But the actual costume itself is not.
Well, I'm actually wondering if they've got a jaw. Uh, what's that jaw cage thing I've seen where it attaches to the actual fursuit's
Yeah, I
jaw?
know what you mean. I don't think there's a name for it, but yeah, it's like that strap that goes under your human jaw and it connects to
I
the
mean, like,
mouth.
animating the lips, yes, but if they did sort of mixed media, that would have been really fascinating.
They probably did because the costume itself, like I said, was practical effects. Like that was a legit physical costume. So when he moved his mouth, they probably just CGI'd the lips to move to make it look like he's saying like the O's and Ahs like properly.
Yeah,
But wow, this is looking pretty impressive. I mean, I would just watch this for the wolves, honestly.
I
I'm
mean,
pretty
if you're
sure that's the
honest, you
reason
really would just watch it for the wolves.
I would, yeah, because I'm furry trash. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, and like you look at it, like the way it's all put together, animated. It's yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with this.
No,
From
no, it's well put
from what
together.
I can tell, it looks like whoever is making the series, whoever the showrunners are, whoever like the producers or the writers, it seems like they know their source material and they're not trying to pander. They just
No,
want to make this shit look cool.
but it's also gotten the fantasy world feel, like the storybook feel. You know, like with the
Yeah. Look at all those
it's all
candles.
wolves and dragons and castles, all in that same shot, in the same sequence.
Yeah, dude, that's epic. Right
And
on.
you're right too. Like it's more than just that, but this is also both. Look at it. It's both. You got the wolf head, the paws, and then the armor, which you know.
I'm wondering if is this. Oh wow! Look at this one of these two wolf characters laughing. Yo, those could easily be fursuits. Like if I saw them at a convention, I wouldn't even bat an eye. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe I would because I want a picture with them.
I
But I'd
mean,
be
yeah.
like, yo,
Given the style, yeah,
that looks like a fursuit right there.
yeah, the way the neck in the finger drapes over the neck is definitely first
Yeah,
grade
look
stuff.
at that shit.
Believe me.
Comic
And
Con's going to get confusing soon.
Oh right, yeah. Imagine if like, someone came to Comic Con dressed as one of these guys. Are they a furry, or did they just appreciate the series, or are they both?
that
Hmm.
makes you wonder.
You
Makes you
know, you're
wonder.
going to have a bunch of idiots that are going to focus deadly on that. And it's going to be a complete Twitter outlaw. And then someone's going to get the back of their head smashed in by some idiot because they got upset about the whole thing.
I mean, they even have like the neck fur that like fursuit heads have. Like that's fucking awesome.
So
Wow.
yeah, you would wager to say at the very least they constructed a very well made partial out of
Yes,
it,
I would say.
and then you just threw on the armor and all the other elements of the costuming. It works pretty well. Like it's just they just added a bit of practical effects or CG to animate the wolves, which
Right,
works
and
well.
from this scene, it looks like forced perspective because look at how the girl is next to the wolf guy, but he looks like 7 feet tall, right? So yeah, he looks a
I
lot
mean, yeah,
taller.
like if you look at this, like let's say you have like in the battle scenes like that, they are essentially this like the same height of a human.
Oh, now they are okay, but in that scene, it
Okay.
didn't look like it.
I mean, yeah, granted, if he was standing upright and on his digi feet, like fully on his toes, then yes, you know.
That is such a cool
Oh,
design. Oh, and look at all the furries commenting on this. Fuck.
yeah, and look, like
Oh
you got
goodness,
Goyo playing piano. Well,
that is awesome.
I
that's a
suppose something what a lot of people would forget is that I have seen stories where you either have people who own wolf hybrids or actual wolves in general, and they run farms with them. So it is something possible. It's just not like that regular.
I don't really know much about the whole storyline of this fantasy world, but just because of those badass looking wolves, I'm probably going to give it a watch. You know, just to give it a shot and get into the world and see what it's all about.
Mhm.
So, congratulations, your furry bait worked. I'm totally going to see it.
To add to the effect of it, they actually did go all in with the voicing too. Like they made the voices so guttural and gruff.
Oh, goodness, what did they do?
Yeah, so it makes it look so. Not just that, but it actually made the whole effect look so much more convincing. Like so, instead of like sounding like a normal human, like they added that whole gruff. The voice actors, you know, did that in a way that's so gruff and guttural.
Oh, that's awesome. Because, yeah, like, they're not humans, obviously. Oh, wow, that's some dedication right there. Props to them.
Yeah, but you know what? Couple of live comments too. You know, Rockstar Husky fursuits be getting wild. They are like whether or not it probably has to be like a fursuit made by realistically made.
Well, for
That's
that, I would go to Japan for realistically made wolf-looking fursuits.
could be, but Japan's thing is they have like the cutesy,
They have two versions, yeah. From what I've seen from Japan, they have like those plastic over-the-eyes looking chibi characters, and then they have like the legit realistic ones, and like
yeah.
really realistic.
Hmm.
Like if you took a picture at a certain angle, you couldn't even tell. It's pretty gnarly, but
Yeah,
in a good way.
yeah. Another live comment, Boxer Husky again. Now everyone will be in denial, just like Dragon Ball fans. I know it looks like a furry, bro, but trust me.
Yeah, famous last words. I know what it looks like, but
But trust me, bro.
yeah.
And that's like the whole thing. Like when Dragon Ball Super came out, and like one of the villains, like Beerus, one of the main characters there. Yeah, like it looks like a furry, but trust me, bro. He's just an alien, like Boo or
No,
something like that.
it's like that SpongeBob meme where like he's skiing down like the sand slopes, and he goes past this guy, and his clothes fly off, and he's holding a lollipop, and he's like, I can explain. Like, it just leaves you questioning things. So funny.
But overall, like the depiction, like you look at it, how the depiction of said werewolves though?
I don't think it's a good depiction of a werewolf. It's not. You know, what it looks like to me is it looks like a furry in armor. You know, it doesn't look like someone who is afflicted by a curse that turns into a wolf at the full moon. It doesn't give me those vibes. It kind of just seems like these are a wolf people that just exist in the world. And that would be fine too. But did they change back into humans after the full moon? Or like what's the story there? Are they actually werewolves or are they just wolf people?
I think they probably are just wolf people, like
Yeah, so that would kind of undermine the whole concept of werewolves then, because like they only change like once a month, right?
or during the when the full moon rises, or
That's what I
just
mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
or
But
not.
if
Like
they're
I
just
mean,
always wolves guys, like I mean, that's cool. Like they look awesome.
granted, I would. I mean, I'm not sure if if I mean, it does look intriguing, like the whole school for good and evil thing. Like,
Mhm.
although, like, what you have to ask first off, like, what demographic these books, the stories are, because it's basically like
I'm
a
guessing.
junior fiction. It's aimed at children aged 8 to 12.
Oh, so it's not. Well, here's the weird thing though, because with Harry Potter, it was originally supposed to be for like kids. It was a kids book, but I mean, people die. Like Harry Potter gets pretty damn dark. So I don't know how dark this series gets or how adult it gets or whatever. But if people are slashing swords and killing each other, I don't know if an 8-year-old would really appreciate all that too much.
I think they'll more be into the whole whimsical nature of the fantasy world that's been made
Yeah,
more than anything
that's
else.
really it. But that can appeal to anybody. I mean, look at
Yeah,
Tolkien. I mean, Tolkien's works, fantasy world appeals to everybody across the planet. So I don't think like if a 9-year-old was reading this and he's like, oh, I love this character. Oh, he just got stabbed in the chest. Now he's dead. Ooh, and like you're 9. What the hell? I don't know. I think it might be geared more towards teenagers, like college kids.
nah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, but overall, like kind of an interesting thing. Neville, what are your thoughts? Just overall, just like
I
number
want to
one.
see how the show runs before I make any serious comments about it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like owning a vehicle. I mean, you can have something that looks really, really flashy on the outside, but on the inside, the thing's a bloody lemon.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look bad. The effects look good. It seems like they're
Yeah.
trying. Like whoever is running the show actually cares about the lore. So, all right,
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
werewolves,
Don't
or
forget,
just wolf dudes. Like fuck it.
Also, all whimsical elements too, like magic and stuff. So, yeah.
well, Avira, don't forget with storylines, there's always the mask.
Hmm.
A mask or a fursuit head.
No, Jim Carrey
Oh yeah. Okay.
mask. It was based on a comic book series, which was really, really dark.
It
So
was violent, man.
Carrey,
There was a lot of gore and blood and crap in that. They toned it down like crazy.
but with Jim Carrey's sort of personality, they were able to really attract a larger audience to the actual franchise.
Well, yeah, he's a big name celebrity comedian. Of course, that was like back during his peak.
Mm-hmm. All
It was
right.
very cartoony.
All right. So, live comment. Mint says, "I'm in my human skin fursuit." Yeah, it's like that's like the suspension of belief version. What if they want to like humans? What if an anthro character wants to go into the humans? That'd be kind of like a trip. But yeah. So we have the next item, and to kick this all off, as in a trademark fashion, give it all the thumbs up you've got. Really.
First, they came for the OK symbol, but I didn't speak up because no one ever had a picture of me having the OK symbol.
I do.
Then they came for the thumbs up. Oh goodness.
Well, I can say that I have a picture of me with the OK symbol.
I know, and I love it.
I just don't have a picture of. Well, I do have a picture of me with a thumbs up symbol too.
So
it's
hold
my
on,
secret pack.
I can upset Gen Zers by just simply giving them the thumbs up.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could also do
Oh,
the same thing with the OK symbol because they think that means whole white supremes or whatever the crap. But
Now,
let's see. So the article goes on to say Generation Z is reportedly offended by the thumbs up emoji. Some Reddit users wrote on their social media platform that the emoji comes from a
Thumbs up as
passive-aggressive, hurtful, and rude netizens that have since taken to social media to put the younger generation on blast. What?
Oh shit!
What the crap is this? Huh? Who is who is offended by this? Good lord! It's a thumbs up. It means good job. Hey, okay, like I got it. Like what? Okay,
my God,
now
like,
they're talking about what Gen Z is. Yeah, we already know that.
yeah. Now there's a person who wrote on the Reddit post
Oh god.
said, that the thumbs up, this person feels uncomfortable with the thumbs up emoji, claiming that they found the emoticon unsettling by saying, I started an adult job, quotation marks, adult, whatever, where we use Microsoft Teams to connect with each other for work. Currently, there are only a few emojis you can use to react to a message. Unless, of course, you respond and you can use any emoji. Most people at work use the thumbs up reaction all the time. I don't use it much. I either heart reactions or reply, even if it's a short great or thanks.
See, this is the thing I find fascinating. The idea of patting someone on the back is considered to be sexual assault in today's world, and I'm like,
Mhm.
really?
This is bonkers,
and you
man.
this now?
Oh, and Joel, I just want to highlight a live comment here from Boxcar.
Yeah.
It says, "Give me my middle finger emoji already." Yes, thank you. Thank you for finally saying it. We need that. Because you know what I say to this article? Middle finger emoji. Okay.
There's a lot more you can say, but what other emojis you can think of? Can we get the clown emoji?
Let's see what Allie said. She says, "What emoji is Gen Z gonna go after next? The eggplant emoji? Yeah, because that is used most commonly to represent a phallic type of organ, and yeah,
Sure, you
probably.
can say dick.
Yeah, they're probably gonna go for that too.
So when you sort of really focus at this, you could theoretically believe that it might have something to do with the passive aggressive nature that some people will use the thumbs up just as a way to say, yeah, okay, but I'm not paying attention to you. It's like, yeah, get over it. You're not liked by everyone, so fucking what?
Yeah, like thumbs up. Okay, good for you, bro.
Thumbs
Now
up
piss
is like
off.
I just use it as a reaction, like mm-mm.
Well, it depends on the context. I mean, like I use it like if my friends post a cool image or whatever, I'm gonna hit that thumbs up immediately. Be like, yeah, good job, bro. You know, it's not a statement. It's a fucking thumbs up. Like, why are we talking about this? This is not a problem. At least not for normal people.
I know, it's like, and it's so weird because
So
you know
weird.
what? Yeah, and there's more to it too. Like the whole some people actually interpreted the thumbs up emoji as a okay.
Yeah, that was what I was mentioning earlier about the OK symbol and how that was some kind of a white supremacist type of nonsense, which it's not. It means okay. Look, this is offensive. Look at this nonsense. Really?
Yeah, and you know what? And there's a list of emojis too that have the Gen
Yes.
Zers have kind of like, no, cancel that stuff.
They say, although the debate surrounding the thumbs up emoji is still ongoing, a few other emojis have been deemed canceled by the youngsters. What the fuck? Uh, anyway, so this company, Perspectus Global, conducted a survey of 2,000 people between the ages of 16 and 29. I fall into that category, so they didn't survey me, by the way. They concurred that those who are using the following emojis can be considered officially old. Red heart, like your basic heart.
Yeah.
The OK symbol. Check mark.
Blame me for that one.
Poop. The poop emoji. Apparently you're a boomer if you use the poop emoji. Laugh out loud crying face.
No, just
I guess
loud
that's
crying
offensive
face.
as well. We have the monkey covering eyes. I don't use that shit.
That's
Clapping hands. Don't know. Oh, clapping hands. Oh, yeah, everyone uses that.
yeah. Grimacing face.
And the
a
lipstick
lipstick
kiss
mark.
mark. So what is that, like offensive towards women or something? Like
No, I think it's
none
just
of these make any fucking sense. They don't. Yo, I'm gonna use the clap and poop emoji however much I want to. I don't give a crap who it offends.
I'm
This is some
sorry,
silly stuff.
personally, I see the use of emojis as just being lazy. That's it.
No, like I typically write a comment and then put an emoji at the end. Like, oh, that was super cool. And then I'll put like a smiley face or something like that. Not being lazy, just adding an additional flair to it. That's how I see it. But the number one, the red heart. So if you like something and you actually take the effort to press that button to type, go into your emojis and put in that heart and say, yeah, sure, I like that. That's offensive. How?
Don't ask us, it just is.
Yeah, apparently so.
We're all probably too old for this.
No, we're not. This is bonkers. Come on. This is stupid. The red, the OK hand sign, the fucking thumbs up. Really?
Mm-hmm.
If you're that sensitive, if you're that triggered, yo, get off the internet. Seriously.
Seeing the fact that there are some teachers in the US feeling that it's acceptable to take a student and just lock them into a cupboard, this is sort of going over my head. So,
Like all I ever do when it comes to using emojis is doing text messages, DMs, and online chats, and even social media, and it's just what the heck, right? Gen
so
Z is weird.
I have to ask this stupid question, but at what point, how much longer does anyone think it's going to take before you get banned by simply using the thumbs up emoji in your Twitter post?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. That's nuts.
I don't know. And how is it even passive aggressive? It's just Oh God forbid you actually physically do the gesture.
Yeah, there's a gesture that you can use that probably would. I really got to screw around with some of the people I work with. We use the index finger instead of the rude finger at everyone.
Oh, the index finger is racist. Evil. Bad.
Actually, no. There is something more ruder than the thumbs up finger. It's actually just saying the letter K.
What? Oh, you mean like in conversation? Like instead
just
of saying okay.
Okay. And you just type it as a one word reply, one letter reply. Just put K.
Again, it depends on the context. Like, if someone's really pissing you off and you're just like, K, that kind of just, the intention is you don't want to hear from them again. You're kind of just like, all right, fuck it, whatever, it's over, K, K bye, basically.
Yeah, K thanks,
Wasn't it like 2010s when teens started using that?
I don't use that.
All right.
Maybe 2010. I still use it every now and then. but not in a sarcastic and mean way.
Yeah, but no. Thing is, K isn't, you know, it's whatever. You know, it's not banned. It's not it's not, you know, any of that stuff yet. But you know how crazy some people say is. Yeah, K is rooted in a thumbs up emoji. Some people are
Yes.
saying.
K, the letter K is white supremacist.
No, we'll
It's
get to that
racist.
in a
It's
second.
evil. It's bad. And three Ks make the KKK. So you never use any word ever. If you say a word that has that letter K in it, you are a racist, and you should be canceled because K is bad. Okay.
Oh, here's another one thing some person says. K is a targeted missile strike. Ha ha ha.
This is, oh goodness.
I like what? Yeah, this is a head spin. I'm telling you right now. Oh my god! Like now you're gonna have. You know
But
what? We're
really,
gonna
the
have
thumbs up. I mean, holy
to
bonkers.
reevaluate the way we speak on the internet.
Yeah, it's been getting bad for a long time.
So fun times. Fun times.
The live comments. Mint says can't say K anymore. Yeah, kind of like Men in Black. You know, I guess he can't have Agent K because he's a racist. Well, he's also a straight white male, so he can't have that either. And George Orwell, The Prophet, another banger by Mint. You're so right, dude.
Hmm?
So correct.
Yeah, but this is just, you know, or maybe it's just, you know, Zoomers being Zoomers as they, you know, sometimes, you know, I both love and hate Generation Z. Because, you
It's
know,
been kind of up and down, and I really don't think that most of Generation Z um actually believes in that crap. Like when they say that the thumbs up emoji is like bad, you know what I think is going to happen? I think a lot of these Gen Z dudes are going to be like, all right, well, thumbs up, and they're just going to post it everywhere because they do not give a flying fuck about the establishment. And that's really what it's become. It is the establishment. This whole censorship crap. Like, they're the ones who are probably going to be posting all this and just not giving a flying crap about the backlash
hmm
from some wackadoodles making these Vice articles or whatever the hell that was.
yeah. Anyway, we're going to move with the next final thing, which is more of like we're going to look into something that's new and just the kind of like the new thing on the block. It's been like I know. Have any just ask the question? Have any of you recently heard about a thing called solar punk?
No. Until today, no.
Until today, no.
Hmm.
I have
Yeah,
seen some. I know it's like cyberpunk is more of like a music type thing.
like not just music type thing, but it's actually a genre of like speculative or futuristic fiction in some degree, and the punk thing is just kind of being you know that sort of thing like that speculative futuristic fiction that blends in with technology and and what have you, you know. Like you've got diesel punk, which is like the old days. Steampunk, which has been done many, many times ago and is still super duper popular with its Victorian aesthetic and you know gears everywhere.
Yeah,
Cyberpunk, which is the in thing right now, like neon, you know, neon lights, concrete jungles, and a dark palette in just literally everywhere. And then we get to something new called solar punk, which have again like I haven't found out about this until very recently too. So what is it really?
Wait, did this come out because of the whole AI art thing?
No, not entirely. No, it's just been kind of a speculative thing, and I guess people are starting to build up on it, like just the ideas around it. It's a eco-futurist sort of thing. Like if you look at the pictures,
Oh, so solar punk, right? So that's like the solar type of, instead of like steampunk, where like the world is run by steam, or
yeah, right,
cyberpunk, where it's like digitalized. This is more of the ecological. This is like basically vegan utopia.
yeah, you're right. Vegan utopia is pretty much the word for it. And we get to that in a second because that's pretty much of what it is. And that's also like if you look at it, it's vegan utopia futurism where it's just run by renewables.
Yeah, well, we can totally grow trees on the top of our house, and that'll make the world better.
Right? Like
100%.
we just basically grow gardens on a high rise.
Well, that I'm
We
okay
cover
with. Like
everything.
if you
We
harvest
cover
like
everything
tomatoes.
in walls. And yes, like and you would think with all of that stuff, like it looks like an eyesore, doesn't it?
Didn't the
It
Vikings?
does, but it also looks like kind of okay. This I think something like
Something
this
like
is actually
a
real.
high rise like this is an eyesore.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
An
it's like
apartment,
an artificial. Oh
yeah,
goodness,
that's an
what is
eyesore.
this?
That's yeah.
That
It's an
just looks
accident waiting to happen.
structurally unsound. Could you imagine if like a bird flew into the window and it cracked? How in the crap do you replace that? Look at how big
Right.
that is.
Yeah. And you're right, like it is you know,
It's not
like
practical.
yeah. But what I wanted to get into this whole thing, like with the vegan utopia side of thing is if you want to know what solar punk is, you just need to read something called their manifesto.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, what is it? Solar punk is a movement in speculative fiction, art, fashion, and activism that seeks
Of
to
course.
answer and embody the question: what does a sustainable civilization look like, and how can we get there? The aesthetics of solar punk merge the practical with the beautiful, the well-designed with the green and lush, the bright and colorful with the earthly and solid.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
just going to have to
I
interrupt you. There's
wonder how
Okay,
many
yeah, so
minds they had
yeah,
to delve into. How many machinery did they have to burn fuel for to build all those buildings and then plant some pretty trees on top of them? Look, we're economic and eco-centric or whatever the crap, and it's like, oh, but in that other country, we're also kind of mining all of their resources to build our high efficiency cities. Yeah,
fair enough.
very well.
When I hear this kind of shit, I have to wonder about the department stores that are going to open to actually service this sort of stuff. I have never seen movements like this turn around and try to promote learning how to sew, how to fix, how to modify, how to make, uh, how to like make your own pottery, how to like do a bit of woodworking, maybe whittling. None of that shit seems to be anything about even growing your own food at home. This kind of stuff just seems to be we're not worrying about that. We just want to have stuff that looks, usable.
That's a very good point. I
yeah,
mean, this is the
and
whole idea of like vegan utopia, right? Like
that's something
they
that
just
we're
want
gonna
it to
get.
be this, but they don't care about what it
Yeah,
takes to get there.
that's
They
something
don't
we're gonna get
understand it.
into very soon as well. First off, live comments, Mint. Ooh, present for me. Emoji. This.
Is that what is that? Is that an acorn?
Hmm.
That's an acorn.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, but you know what? You're right. Like this next line of the manifesto, Solarpunk can be utopian, just optimistic, or concerned with the struggles en route to a better world, but never dystopian. As our world rolls with calamity, we need solutions, not only warnings.
Yeah, education's your fucking solution. Pull your head out of your goddamn ass.
Yeah. And how are you gonna build your sustainable world with all those
Right.
lithium solar batteries without using slave
That's the
labor in
thing.
India? How are you not
Now,
gonna do that?
Vera, it's let's shop at IKEA for all our furniture and have it broken about
Or
this
buy
time.
like our Nike shoes when we have slave labor in China. Yeah, okay.
yeah, and what it is again, all that stuff. But you know what? But let's have a look at like the plot points that they propose. Why become a solar punk? One, we are solar punks because optimism has been taken away from us, and we are trying to take it back.
Optimism hasn't been taken away. You just depressed, you dumb shit.
Yeah, exactly. And this is why I actually call it why I actually dare to call solar punk an atheist wet dream, and nothing more than that.
Who's taking away optimism? Optimism for what?
Well,
To,
people are
to
being
make
taught
your
to
your
be
glass
depressed.
buildings with trees growing through them? I mean, wow, so progressive. What?
Yeah. Number two, we are solar punks because the other options are either denial or despair. Uh, bruh, I think you probably are embodying both at the same time, if I'm really honest. And you know what, though? Number points 3 and 4 are basically what might get you into a head spin. At its core, solarpunk is a vision of a future that embodies the best of what humanity can achieve. A post-scarcity, post-hierarchy, post-capitalistic world where humanity sees itself as part of nature and clean energy replaces fossil fuels. Okay, let's stop there.
Gee, so basically, like cavemen with technology, where they can all become utopian communists. What the crap are they saying here?
There are basically no tribal leaders, no kings, no prime ministers.
So what? Does like AI run the world at this point? Are people just like cogs in the machine that plant trees and make themselves feel better? Like, what the heck? What do they want exactly? An
Basically a
unattainable world?
solution. Yeah, a utopian world where they basically survive against friggin' climate change and go,
Yeah.
and they have the hope that they wanted to take back.
Okay. You know what you got to do for that?
Okay.
Go out into the rural fields, buy yourself a farm, have a garden, get some chickens, and you do you. All right. That's the utopian future that these people want.
Actually,
Self-sustaining,
Vera,
right?
it might be far easier if they go out with some basic camping supplies into the forest and just sort of like build their own little house and see how long they can survive doing that.
Yeah, just live off the
Yeah,
grid at this point.
exactly.
Personally, I'd like to get a place out in the bush, but that's simply for the fact of I can at least breathe properly then.
But you're not allowed to own a car.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
screw that.
reminds
I'm
me.
owning a car.
I all the solar punk art I've seen, like there are no cars, there are no bikes, there's no vehicles down on the road. It's just green, green everywhere.
It
It's
really
like,
fascinates me how people have gotten used to the idea where you can just have everything all at once. No one realizes in these kinds of fantasy worlds how much having like worldwide shipping has actually changed the world. How it's
yeah,
changed how, like America, Australia, the US, China,
Yeah,
Japan. I mean, all these countries have benefited significantly. Not to mention third world countries, you literally can ship stuff from a place that's heavily producing to a place that has absolutely nothing at a really cheap price.
you know something. I actually want to answer an elephant in the room when it comes to the whole energy use. You see all those fancy schmancy green planted, solar punk high rises.
yeah.
You think? Do you think they can all be powered only by wind and solar?
No,
And that's
no,
where I'm
they
going to
can't.
get to. And what I'm going to get into is this next big elephant in the room. Um, where are them nuclear power plants?
Right? Seriously, where is liquid salt, freaking thorium? Where's that? Where are the power plants?
I mean, of course, if coal and all that stuff gets phased out, nuclear is the next best to go. Next best thing we have.
It is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that France is
Yeah,
primarily nuclear powered.
yeah, they've got lots of nuclear power plants in France. They're
Yeah,
doing
and
pretty well.
electricity is like stupid cheap there.
Yeah, but to say nothing else about the rest of Europe, it's
Well, there's a lot to say about that, but let's not get
yeah,
into it.
but because we don't talk about oil and non-renewables here, then that's
Yeah, no, but nuclear is a good option. I would totally go for like thorium plants.
yeah, or even heck, hydrogen power.
Yeah, yeah, even that too. But the whole solar crap and like the what is it? The windmills that are like killing birds and they only work when the wind's blowing. It's kind of
Yeah,
stupid.
like I actually have speaking of late, I've actually seen in some parts of Europe, especially in the fields of Spain, the wind turbines there have stopped.
Oh yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, I've seen that. In fact, not only stopped, but they stopped working entirely to the point where they have to be dismantled and laid out in fields. There's thousands of them. Thousands.
Yeah,
If I recall, wasn't there like a better design for wind turbines?
I mean, maybe, but it's still not a viable option. Honestly, I think the tides are probably better as like a renewable energy source. That and solar. We just gotta figure out solar panels. Right now, they're like at a very small fraction of a percent of efficiency. It's not good.
yeah,
But yeah, maybe tides or hydroelectric would be good. But
but
nuclear is where it's at, I think.
that's definitely it. Got some live comments, amazing ones. Boxer Husky. I always thought North Korea was a vegan utopia. The people eat grass and the electricity barely exists.
Well, that's what happens when you get communism. Yeah, everyone shares, everybody benefits, and you can enjoy your dinner of tree bark and dirt.
Yeah. And this is the hopeful
Delicious.
thing that they've got, this is the hope that they've taken back. The hope to a better
Vegan
future.
utopia.
But that North Korea's medical services tends to be more just soldiers going around shooting people.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're dead, you're not sick. So, yeah,
Sure.
that makes sense.
All right. Ali, live comment. Become Minecraft survival mode in real life.
Oh, yeah, that or Fallout.
Oh, no. Technically, personally, I'd like to learn what the life of a hemp brick is, to be honest.
No, I want to learn how to make, energy from lava.
Oh, yeah, that'd be badass. Could you imagine having a lava generator? Damn, that'd be cool.
Something that's being worked on at the moment is drilling holes all the way down to the point where water will actually boil just by, existing in the deep in the earth. And
Yeah.
then that's been pumped. That comes back up as steam and spins a turbine. So that's a type of energy generation that can basically occur anywhere. So steam powered.
Yeah. Let's go back to steampunk instead of fuck your solar punk nonsense.
Oh,
Yeah,
Box,
steampunk's where it's at, bro.
we need to go back to. Oh, here's Boxer's Husky. Why not just convert to Amish?
That's an idea.
Because they don't have buttons, and I like my buttons.
Depending on this church you're associated with.
But you know what? Yes, I'm kind of with you. Let's convert back to steampunk. Go back to the Victorian aesthetic of gears everywhere because I find cyberpunk too depressing.
Yeah, right. Like, where the heck are there like the dirigibles, like the airships flying around and crap?
Yeah, and not just that, but also I think the aesthetic for steampunk is just
Oh, it's so cool.
Like and the fashion also spot on.
Love it.
But you know what though? I just want to quickly glimpse towards you for solar punk fashion. Okay. And this is what I got from image search. Solar punk fashion, well, for men. And
I
you
don't
can
know.
see
It
in these
seems a little
pictures.
gay to me.
Yes, they
No,
look
I'm loving the trench coats though. You know, like that really is a lost art. That and the top hat that goes along with it.
yeah. Steampunk,
Like
yes.
when greeting someone, you can kind of just tip it off and be like, "Hey, hello." And of course, the goggles. Everyone has to have the freaking gear-looking goggles or whatever.
Yeah, but what about the solar punk thing that we're looking at right now, the solar punk fashion?
Oh goodness,
If I had to describe this in 2 words, it would be sci-fi meets hipster fashion.
that's more than 2 words.
Well, 2 terms. Well, more than 2 words, but 2 terms. Sorry, but
But yeah, they're this is silly.
look, no,
Solar punk.
dude,
Come on,
look,
that's not gonna catch on.
look at how faggy and degenerate this is.
Yeah, that's the one I was sort of one of them I was sort of focusing on, Jolt.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
yeah, solar punk.
I- How does that? Do they have solar panels on their jackets, or like what's
No,
happening
no,
here?
no, no.
They
Like
got wind turbines on their shoulders. Are they solar punk enough?
at that point, that's cyborg territory right there. That's robotic. If you want to get into robotics, yeah, sure. If not, because of the human thing, you know what I keep seeing a lot of in solar punk fashion? Puffy pants and washed out colors. And look, don't tell me you look at my man like right here is a hobo.
Yeah, he looks like a hobo, like a drifter. Oh
I
goodness.
would say I'm more going like Middle Eastern, maybe.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
patterning is big in solar punk. You know, prints and all that.
no, I see it like with the sandals and all that. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but again, I don't think anything beats the whole the glorious steampunk aesthetic. Steam is king, and the whole Victorian get up thing,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
100%. But yes, hopefully, this is a tour of solar punk. It's what do you think? Is that the whole thing like a head spin?
It's
Yeah,
silly.
I'm going to want to try to avoid this. I mean, if they were more focusing on trying to bring education for like a shit ton of different hobbies and cobbling,
Yeah,
even
but right now
but
it's
no.
basically the upstart thingo, future speculative fiction of our time because you know for climate change because
Yeah,
yeah, there's
it's more like an
total
activist
world.
type of thing. I don't see solar punk catching on because hell, I've been to a lot of furry conventions, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, I've seen a lot of
Steam and
um
cyberpunk.
yeah, no, well, not cyberpunk, but like steampunk people, like in the getup, like with the gears on their hats and their goggles and the canes and everything. I've seen a lot of that at conventions like that. The whole steampunk aesthetic is really popular, and that's just a cool thing. It's interesting for those of them, I guess, like in that community to kind of visualize a different timeline of the world, and they cosplay as such. I think that's really cool. When it comes to solar punk, though, I can't see anybody dressing up like that because, like, they don't have anything. It's like, oh, you're gonna
Um,
go wear some baggy clothes and patterns and crap. Okay, so what are you from,
Avira,
like Iran?
try looking at these pictures after you've had a good dose of LSD or marijuana.
And that's what it's gonna take for me to understand this. I definitely need some drugs to kind of get on the same level that they're at. I'm not there yet. I'm thinking steampunk looks pretty freaking dope, but when it comes to like the solar crap, I like stop it. Like, come on, that's stupid. That's
Yeah,
not
I
going to be
mean,
a
I
trend.
get it.
It's not going to be a
Like,
thing.
I get it. It's only come to emergence in like just in the past couple of years, and people are just kind of exploring it. It's still in its early stages, but goddamn, it really does sound like a vegan atheist lefty, fever dream.
It does,
Sort of
yeah. A vegan utopia, exactly. Like a communist type of Marxist future society where there's no money, there's no property. We just live in nature, man. Everything is for everybody. It's all good.
and
There are
and the next
technically
couple of obligatory statements like dude weed.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of that after tonight. Holy crap.
Anyway, Noble.
I was going to say, it's technically possible to live in a society without actual money. It's just people have to learn to do their fair fucking share if possible.
Return to monkey.
Well, that's why communism never works. Or
No, but
socialism
you know what?
is
Even
terrible.
then, even tribal societies had some sort of bartering. But
Oh, yeah.
But hey,
anyway,
if you want to get your own cabin in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, in the middle of the woods, grow your own food, do whatever, have a farm, sure,
yeah,
that'd be
power to
great.
you, Like if you find if you're in the middle of nowhere and you have a lake and you want to grow your own, fish hatchery, more power
Yeah,
to you.
sure.
Oh, here's an idea. Try going sugarless for 1 week. Try
You'd
this.
probably die.
No. Uh, processed sugar. So anything
Oh, process.
containing processed sugar, try not to, don't eat that for an entire week. So that includes things like bread, pastries, practically everything you buy in the fucking shops to eat. So it's purely basically going on fresh fruit and vegetables.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
That's a good idea, actually. Like, I would definitely eat more
Yeah.
apples and blueberries, strawberries, watermelon, celery, what have you.
I would love to see the fucking idiots completely freak out over that sort of shit.
Mm-hmm.
The withdrawal would be nuts.
It's very difficult in the Western civilization to not eat processed sugar when it comes to bread and basic foods, I guess.
Yeah, because we've industrialized food production.
Yeah, like hell, I can't even have like spaghetti, but that's processed wheat, right? I know it's going to break down into gluten and sugars and stuff, but yeah, it's still processed, I guess.
But that's yeah. Anyway, towards now, that's all the time we've got for the week. Oof. I guess in a way we carried this through and we just made it all work. So hope you enjoyed all of that. Who's got something they want to close up with?
Oh, Noble, what do you think of this week?
Well, to start off with, I thought Hagrid looked familiar, and probably why, since I watched the 90s, the late 90s James Bond movies, so, yay. Still sad to hear that he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
The emoji thumbs up thing, I believe it's just because people are not used to the idea of actual work. Hence the reason why they're getting upset
social
about
interaction,
this.
I should more rather say.
Yeah, there's that. It's just not learning to interact with people that you don't agree with. I mean, shit, I've got a couple of people like that at work that I don't agree with, but the idea is that you try to basically focus on doing the job, and then you don't talk to them outside of fucking work.
Right.
And this idealism is nice. I mean, it's always nice to have this perfect world syndrome thing, but in reality, you need to sit back and think, well, yes, there are better ways, but what's the more useful way of doing something? For instance, for myself, what I would like to be able to do is buy a box of apples in a container that I can just simply wash out, take back to the store, that goes back to a factory, gets steam cleaned, and then they just put more apples in the basket. I mean, really, what the fuck's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Instead of, all this goddamn stupid waste shit that I keep throwing out. I mean, it'd be nice if I had recycling, but I think this whole greeny punk thing is I could see it really taking off just because it's idealistic.
Yeah. There's more to it than that. More nuance, but yeah. Avira?
Well, that was a pretty bonkers news cycle, I have to say. I, for one, am not going to stop using that thumbs up emoji. I will continue to do so, and I don't give a fuck who it offends, because it shouldn't offend anybody, because that's just silly. That's just
Too right.
crazy ass crap. And when it comes to Haggard, rest in peace. Cool character, awesome guy.
Yeah.
And I hope that everyone enjoyed the show tonight. You know, I'm so glad to be back this week. Again, I'm sorry about last week. I was not feeling so well, but hey, I'll see you next time.
It happens, if you're crook, it just happens.
I'm crook. Yeah, well, I'm not crook. All right. I'll see you next
not
time.
Crook today. All right. Hopefully, like I said before, thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this as much as we did making it. As always, our episodes are available on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Play.fm, iHeartRadio, BitChute, and more further down the line. This is us signing off for the week. Farewell. Until next time.
Balls to the walls!
Hello.